The glorification and glamorization of sex work. All these your dating tactics of 2024 is sex work. While we chit chat about the topic, I'm also going to be installing this beautiful wig that was sent over to me by ILIKEHAIR.com. So they sent me their designer layered bob short wavy 13x4 lace front wig, and I think it's in the length, I think it's 10 inches, maybe 10 or 12, either one, but I'm gonna have it linked. Inside the box comes edge band as usual. They put a comb, which I actually desperately needed a new one. I'm actually going to use it for this install. They put edge brush, a clip, and this as per usual. I think I'm gonna use this because why not? Okay, and then this is the wig. This is how the wig comes. Ooh, this is how the lace comes. I can tell that it's pre-plucked, so this might really be a really quick install, and it's so short. This is going to be an experiment for me because even though I've had bobs, I don't think I've ever had this short of a bob. And especially when it's curly. Let me just take out these clips because it comes with the clips inside. But when I install my wigs, like for the first time, I don't like to have the clips in it because I want to like cut it to my actual hairline, if that makes sense. Oh, I am so nervous to try this. And while I install this hair, we're going to be chit-chatting. And I want to talk about something that I feel like is going to be ongoing on this channel, because after this video I'm going to also have another video that will be dedicated to this topic. But for now, let's just touch on it a little bit, and that is the glamorization and glorification of sex work nowadays. This would have actually been like one of the points in my, you know, things social media have normalized video. It deserves its own video, and that's the reason why I said I'm going to talk about it extensively. I feel like we need to talk about it on its own and not add anything else, so people can actually understand the things they put themselves into, all in the name of dating in 2024. Oh, this is about to be a time. Oh, you guys, can I pull this look off? I don't know if I can pull this off because I'm scared. Now I am scared because it looks too good for me to fix. Like, I love to do hairstyles, but these are hairstyles that I feel like are just too much. Although it looks so damn good. But girl, I don't know if I can pull this look off. I really don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna install the wig first, and I'm gonna install it with my ebony spray. I'm going to mix it with the Got2b spray because I don't think I have enough left for ebony. But I don't know, all of a sudden I just got scared because girl, it's giving 30s vibe, and you know we're there now, so oh my god. I'm just going to put an extra hold because maybe I'm going to wear this. Tomorrow is Sunday, so, and I'm going to step out tomorrow. I want to do like a solo brunch thing, so maybe I'm just going to have this and it'll inspire my look for tomorrow. Okay, so I have laid the hair down. Honestly, I don't think I want like a really slick down look. It would be nicer if it is messy. The glorification and glamorization of sex work. This is a topic that I've been wanting to talk about because it's really getting out of hand. We have now normalized transactional law in our modern dating. We call it different names. For instance, we call it sprinkle sprinkle, we call it city girl. Sis, if no one is going to say to you, I will be the one to confidently tell you that all those type of tactics in dating is called sex work. Whether you like to change the vocabulary, however you change it, whatever you call it, it is sex work. People like to say, oh my god, is dating intentionally? Is dating with a purpose? Is getting what you want? Princess treatment? Sis, it is sex work. Because think about it like this. When you say, if a guy doesn't spend XYZ amount on me, I'm not going to be with him, I'm not going to go out with him, I'm not going to date him. That is transactional. And anything that's transactional, especially when it comes to love and dating, is sex work. And there's also the other aspect of sugaring. If you want a level of material things or a certain material thing, an amount of money or a level of spending to be done on you or for you, before you decide to date someone, you're selling yourself, you're selling your time, you're selling your body. That's a hard pill for so many people to swallow these days, because you see sex work as, oh, when you tell the person to get with me or to sleep with me, you have to pay XYZ amount. No, all these your dating tactics of 2024 is sex work. And that's just the truth. If nobody will tell you let me be the one to tell you, if you require a certain material thing from a man before you can meet him for a date, before you can sleep with him, before you can date him, before you can see him, you're a sex worker. And it's how it's so glamorized today that really scares me for the younger generation, because it is so freely and openly spoken about, because it has obviously been changed. The term has been changed. Sprinkle sprinkle is a thing now. So people come out on social media and speak about it freely. Like, girls talk about these different apps that you can use to find rich men. Girls talk about how you can, modify your profile to look like the perfect profile for these men to be attracted to you, to spend on you, and in return you give them your time, your body, whatever it is that they want you to give them, right? So sex work is pretty much glamorized these days as different things, different vocabulary. Like city girls is sex work to me. As long as you put a price on your below, you're a sex worker. And the price isn't necessarily even money, like the cash itself, but some people say he has to take me shopping, he has to do this. Everybody has their own price, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a price, and you're placing a price on your time, on your body, on your... People find the word sex worker as like, oh my God, it can never be me. But sis, that's exactly what you're doing. And transactional love is a thing right now. And it scares me so much, because honestly, it's not just women. And I'm going to be honest and say it's not just women, but men as well. They want something from you, and they know that you want something from them. So they're okay with transactional love. People are now very much okay with transactional love. Even marriage is transactional these days. The younger generation who didn't really understand what it was like to genuinely be in love, or didn't see the right examples, would think what they see right now, the dating methods or the dating strategies they see right now, they hear people talk about as normal, but it's not normal. It is never normal. It is not normal. I get so frustrated when I have to explain to people the difference between genuinely being in love with someone and dating someone intentionally from transactional love and transactional dating. Now it has been so mixed matched that it's pretty much the same, but in reality it's not the same. And a lot of these people that come on here and tell you what you should do, how you should date, the men you should be dating, the type of men you should be dating, these are people that I feel, from my opinion, from the bottom of my heart, are speaking to you from a place of frustration and bitterness. I'm not saying this to throw shade at anybody, but I'm just trying to be honest. All these girls coming out here to tell you what you should expect from a man, how you should label a man, what kind of men you should date, where to find these men, all those type of content and videos that you watch and consume and feel like, oh, you as a single girl should be taking those things. All these girls telling you are talking from a place of bitterness. And when I say bitterness and frustration, I mean they have once been genuine lovers in their lives. They have actually loved someone that didn't love them back. Their love was not reciprocated. And out of spite and out of anger from that love not being reciprocated, they come on here and teach you what you should and should not do. And everything is just bitterness. I always say this, there is love on these streets. Like, it doesn't matter what people come on here and tell you. There is genuine love. There is marriage as an end goal. Love is beautiful. Love will always be a priority, and it's not attached to anything. And don't get me wrong, right? Obviously, we want princess treatment, okay? We want a man who will baby us. We want a man who will care about us, but it doesn't come with a price tag. And when you say princess treatment isn't necessarily luxury items and getting flued out. And by the way, we really talk about this getting flued out because that's sex work. I'm sorry. It is sex work. But yeah, getting flued out, buying designer bags, that's not princess treatment. Princess treatment doesn't have a price tag. You could be intentional about how you show me love by, being attentive to my needs. And it could be that I need a lip gloss today and you get me a lip gloss of $2 and I'd appreciate it. That's princess treatment. Being attentive to my love language, like acts of service, gifts, and the gifts doesn't again have to be expensive. That is princess treatment, because there are a lot of nonchalant people out there. But I think princess treatment have completely been misunderstood. To the girlies nowadays, princess treatment is flying me to Colombia, flying me to Mexico, flying me to somewhere, taking me to Chanel, taking me to Dior. That's nice if your man has the money to do so. That's not what it means. Princess treatment doesn't mean that. If you want to be a sex worker, just say so. And a lot of people don't know that that's what they want. That's what they truly want to be. But that's what you're doing though. If your friends wouldn't tell you, if your family wouldn't tell you, this is the reason why you have me. And I love you so much, and I'll tell you the truth. What we really should be talking about a lot in 2024 is the kind of content and music we consume, because every music, every content from these people is always pointing to how you need to finesse a man to get money from him in exchange for your time, in exchange for your presence, and most of the time, honestly, in exchange for your body. He flew me out, he did this. What do you think happens on those flew out experiences? Because a lot of people don't really talk about how you agree for a man to probably contact you and then pay for you to come over to see him, to come and look at him. These are conversations that I feel like we need to be having extensively. And one thing I'm going to do is talk about these things a lot. Like, I don't care if you want to hear it or if you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. I usually say this, like, we need to just cancel out the rubbish we've done so far and then restart again, because we need to redo all of this. We need to redo all of the nonsense that we have done, because the kind of things that we listen to, the kind of content we consume, the kind of advice we hear and take in our lives is alarming. I know there are a couple of videos on TikTok that I've watched where they say where to meet men, what kind of bars and clubs you should go to sit and meet wealthy men that will spend on you, men that will do this, men that will do that, men that will take you on a trip. That is you selling your body, selling yourself, selling your time. So this is how I got my hair to look, and honestly, it's given auntie vibes. It's giving rich auntie vibes, and I really like it. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. As sad and painful as this sounds, but we are really in a loveless society. Love is honestly not a topic on the table for a lot of people, and people don't necessarily promote love anymore. And this is something that I really want to talk about so much. I am a lover girl. I'm a sweet girl. I love love, okay? Noticing how society has changed completely really saddens my soul, because people don't really know or recognize how beautiful love is. And this is not to say that money is not sweet, and this is not to say that love is not sweet with money. Do you get what I mean? This is just to say that regardless of it all, the major goal or the main priority should always be love. But people don't necessarily believe that anymore, and it's so sad. I feel like what people describe as love these days is everything material, everything transactional. It's definitely Nigerian news, and I'm not sure you guys that are watching me would really know this, but there was a time where a girl came online and she was like, oh, how can a guy invite her to a date without actually buying her the outfit for the date and also paying for her transport to the date? And I'm like, what are you talking about? The guy has to buy you what you're going to wear for the date and also transport you from your house to the date. The last thing that really tipped the bucket for me was when she said, oh, he also has to give her thank you for coming to the date money, which was really, really, really strange to me. I know that there are a lot of reasons why women and girls nowadays resort to this strategy of dating, this method of dating of like, oh, it has to be something for something, because obviously men are little, men are that, men are that. I understand that, but I feel like we need to come back to reality. Regardless of how human beings are, regardless of how terrible men can be or humans can be, you should never lose yourself or your value or your beliefs as a human being just because humans in general are bad. And I don't want to sound all spiritual and preachy, but on Judgment Day, I don't think you're going to be judged based off of your reaction of someone's, mess up. Definitely just going to be your reaction alone. All that matters to me, I don't really care what people do, how people treat me, what they say, how they say it. What matters to me is how I react to how they treat me, what they say to me, their actions towards me. Am I still a kind person? Am I still a good person? And don't get me wrong, I've been through hell, okay? When it comes to dating, I have seen a lot, okay? I have, experienced a lot. Things are definitely big enough for me to come here and be as transactional as these people are on this street, but I'd rather not. Like, I still believe in finding your person. I believe in love. I believe in being with someone that you genuinely like, someone that you genuinely have an attraction to, someone that you can do life with, because life is already hard enough, okay? You being with someone for a task or as a task is already tasking enough already, like with the task that you already have in life. Do you get what I mean? I want to always have a safe space aside from the struggles of life. People don't really understand that to de-stress, you need to be in a very safe environment, and marrying for the wrong reasons or being with someone for the wrong reasons adds to your stress as a human being. That's something that people don't put into account or think about when they entertain strategies like this or dating like this. Love is beautiful, you guys. I'm going to talk about this topic again. I'm going to pretty much title it maybe the same thing again, but I want to talk about this intensively. I want to talk about like all the things that we have heard and seen, especially sprinkle. Okay, sprinkle. There are a lot of things that I would take from that. There are a lot of things that, yes, is valid, right? You should be treated right as a woman. You should be dined and wined. You should be treated as a feminine woman that you are. You should be treated as a soft woman that you are. There are other aspects of sprinkle that I don't agree with. 80 if not 90% of sprinkle I really don't agree with. It's giving very much sex work. It's giving very much do as I do or take as I take or toot for tat, and I don't like that. Okay, love is supposed to be pure, it's supposed to be genuine, it's supposed to be real, and that's the end goal. Regardless of what these people say online, I feel like you should always believe in what you know as right. But anyway, the hair is very much messy, but you know, it gives a whole different vibe and a whole different look, and I really like that for myself. I'm going to have all the links below so you can go ahead and shop the wig if you're interested. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the topic as well. For me, this is an introduction to the topic. I'm going to talk about it intensively. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye.
Listening in your car, at your job, you at home, I don't care where you at. Turn this up right now, cause we're about to go in. Hey, set that